Okay, welcome back. Glad you could join me. I hope the video series is helping you. If you're enjoying these videos, please don't forget to like them. So we're in Wringnecks Vault, and we're going to start going through this one now. Now, Wringnecks Vault does have, I guess, a couple more fights than some of the others, but more importantly, it has a lot more rooms. Not so many secrets, but we're going to be going through a lot more corridors and a lot more rooms, and that's going to make it a little bit more confusing. We'll try to keep that to a minimum, but that's just the nature of this particular map. So let's get to it. So there's not much. Oh, hello.
Where is the little reprobate? Why isn't he here to meet us?
There's not much here to worry about. In here we're going to have a healthy fight, so I'm going to get ready with my wind spell. It's a little slow. We'll make it work. Okay, so as soon as I come off just past the bottom of these stairs, the fight will start. And we get a little singed. Oh, no health pot. Okay. Might want to get a hold of one of those. So that's all the fighting that's going to be on this floor. Come to me. Alright, so there's two levels. This level and the level above. We're going to need this statue later on, but I want to double check and make sure there are no secrets upstairs that I'm overlooking. I don't think there are. There's none there.
Wringnecks rigged these statues so they only speak to him.
Oh yes, these guys are chatty. Chatty guy.
People believe trial are good luck. How is having an ugly little monster living under your house and doing your chores a good idea?
Cowboy? Is that you?
Once I greatly admired Wringnecks.
Okay.
That it is a bad idea. A few infants
So,
a plague spread from trials.
upstairs from here, we have Wringnecks soldiers, tin soldiers. But because they're a little slow on the uptake, we can use the statue of Wringneck to fool them. Without that, they'll hit you. Okay. Nothing in this area here. This is just looks, I guess. Now, Right now, there's nothing in this area, but we're going to end up coming back to this spot a couple of times. And, oh, there is this. Make sure you pay attention to these little fairies, because they do result in little items that you get in your trophy room, little cages. And then, if you, as with our last map, if you don't acknowledge them and pay attention to them, they end up being a secret you didn't find. So anyway, as I was saying about this particular room, right now we won't have a fight here, but there'll be a couple of times we'll end up back here, at least once when we bring that door down, when we will have to fight a number of enemy here. There are no really good spots to hide or back ourselves into a corner for the fight, so we just sort of gotta wing it. Okay, so I don't recall there being any secrets here. Just do a quick look. I just did all this a couple of hours ago, but as I say, there are so many small maps and corridors that you go through that it's really easy to forget. You don't need to interact with any of those books. Yeah, nothing there. Okay, so it's up here that we really want to worry about. Okay. So this one here.
To find the treasures you adore, keep your eyes upon the floor.
So, simply put, you do exactly what they tell you to do. There are grooves in the walls. If you have your head up, then blades are going to come out and chop your head off. So, don't do that. Head down and walk, and they won't come out. La la la. Done. We're going to get into a fight here. Last time I did this fight, I did okay up there. Yeah, let's do that. Get me? Nope. Close. We're gonna level soon. Yeah. Beauty. Okay, so the other good thing about coming up here, just as a reminder, that's where we came in. We've come all the way up here and around here. The other good thing about here is this spot right there. Secret. Here you go, Fergie. Alright. And off we go. So there are no more secrets or treats or anything here that I'm aware of. There's an old man in another area like this. Okay. What are we doing for health pots? We've got one, good. Okay. Okay, next fight. So you recall in the first room we came into, I mentioned that we were going to be bringing down a door, and when we did, there was going to be a big fight. That's this door right here. When I pull this lever, the door will open. And as soon as I go through that door, we're going to have a fight. I think I'm going to head up there so I can hide behind the pillar. And that's all she wrote about that. Level me. Ding, yay. They didn't get me either. Potion or health? I think I'll take potion slot. So now I have 2 potion slots. And there's a spare potion down there. Let's go grab it. There we go. Give myself a little bit of room for my table here. Okay. All right. So now we can come back through here. And there's nothing in here. It's just a hall.
By Wringneck he has won acclaim. But a true friend knows his friend's true name.
Okay. So, there's no rewards on this side of the floor. There are some on the other side of the floor, and we'll get at that in a minute. But you are going to need this to get there. So, the way you would do this, hold it up, and you can see the letters. Now, there's a natural progression here. From there to if you step on a wrong stone or pressure pad out of sequence, these heads are going to fire things at you, and they're just going to keep doing it until you get it right. So, what you want to do is, it's a natural progression that's there. You got to step there. It's the only one, and the next step you can have is the sort of K or R, whatever you want to call that, after it. And then you go all the way over to that I character, or L, then all the way along, then up, then over, and then out. So that's really all there is to it. But you're going to need this all the way, otherwise you may not spot them. So it's like this.
Wringnecks once told me these traps were inspired by one of his favorite stories. Inspired. Just another word for stone.
That opens that up there. Now hang on to this, because you see this area here? The only way to open that is to follow these stones on the floor. So I don't know what you call that, but okay. Try to memorize it and go do it. And the only way to get across here is to go back the way you came. Okay, so this is for the cage over there. First letter was this, second letter was this, third letter was this, fourth was this, fifth was over one here, and then out here. And that reduces that, opens that cage there. Okay, so to recap that, I mean, it's that one, that one, that one, this one, here, and then here. Okay, but it's written right on the wall. And no, you can't see that from the other side. It's too difficult. This is for adding the mine ability to your spells. So the idea is, if I was to add that to my, for example, lightning bolt, as I fire the lightning bolt, little mines would show up and they would sit there and wait for somebody to step on them, or for a period of time, and then they would just all go off. You might get 2 or 3 of them at a time. This is kind of interesting. Okay, there's nothing else here. So we're going to move on. Open, says me. Okay, we're gonna have another fight here. We can stand in this alcove. You can stay in this little alcove, and they'll come to us. We'll have to dodge a little bit, but shouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's get this ready. Killed him. Haha. Got a guy coming over here. Bye bye. Blew him off the side. That's always fun. Okay, so the only ones left now are going to be in the balcony. What the hell? Looks like somebody tried to come over the edge and get me. Didn't work out. Okay. And that is why I keep range on this. No damage, yay. So the key, for me, the key to these fights is having a place to back into so I know there's nothing behind me, and using the landscape to dodge the shots, block the shots, whatever. Now some people really like their fire spells and they can sit there casting them and casting them and casting them, but I prefer the wind. Keeps them away. Okay, we do have some goodies here. We have a Fergus goodie right here. Still have my health pots. So we have a health pot back here we're not going to need. Alright, and there's nothing else on this particular level. Now, when you come up here, okay, that one is an involved side, so let's go do the uninvolved side. This just literally unlocks another door that's in the hallway there. And if you don't do it, it'll tell me that I haven't found all the secrets. So let's do it. La la la. And unfortunately, there's nothing in here. Nada, nada, nada. Okay. I'm gonna go back this way though. It's good to have that ability to move quickly like that down pat, especially now. The time is coming close. You're really going to need it. Practice. Practice getting around quickly. Okay, this is kind of a really easy one.
If wisdom you do seek to reap, then trust in Wringneck. Make the leap.
So I want you to watch what happens when I look around. Okay? If you look at any of those things, they will shoot at you. Okay? So the whole idea here, we have a chasm. If you want to see the bridge come up, Wringneck is up there, up over the door on the other side. Just look at him. And now, bridge piece will rise. So all you have to do is look at him and keep looking at him. Keep moving forward. You won't fall off. You'll just keep moving forward. Don't bother looking back, there's nothing there. Shoot them. Okay, we're going to have a fight, 2 to 3 mobs. One of the mobs is a flying mage, and he's shielded, so the first few minutes you can't do anything with him. And then throughout the fight, he's going to be, I think, sucking energy or providing energy to the other mobs. So when he's unshielded, do what you can to him. In there. What I find useful is hiding here. That's a twofer. I've not seen him do that before. Drop your shot, solve all your problems. untouchable. Didn't have this before. Okay, I do believe I've broken him. Better run. Oh. There we go. We hacked it and we broke him. That's what happened there. He's finally dead. Okay, you learned something. So he can get his mob stuck, and if he gets his mob stuck, he'll eventually he'll shield himself and just start spawning more and more of them. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program here. So the idea here is we got to give these 3 statues need a ball, clearly. This one gets a flame ball. One of those 2 gets an electric ball, and another one gets a frost ball. And when they do, they turn and they fire it at that door and unlock it. So, first step is give this guy his fireball. Okay, now let's go pick a door. There we go. We'll do this one here. No fight here. As a matter of fact, this is just pass through. So lots of hallways we go through that are meaningless, unfortunately. Okay. Nothing special here. Okay. This guy. Ah, the books. So, yeah, shush.
Wringnecks' precious collection
The
of
key
books.
with the books is that
every
you
one
can
of them
target these books
overdue.
and grab them. And when you do, if they can either come to you or drop or whatever, and then they won't come back up again. This is how you can just get them to stop going back and forth. If you get hit by one of them, you will take good damage. So the useful thing to do is just pull them off the shelf so they aren't likely to hit you as you go by. Problem is targeting them. Oh, we got this one that could get us there. There. For sure I pulled that off. Okay. Now that's useful because there is at least one bookshelf with a secret on it, and you need to be able to see the whole shelf. Now, why we're doing this is because of this book set. You got to get a collection of books. They have a pattern down the spine. Actually, I think that pattern belongs there. Yep. And they make a full picture. So we're trying to get all of them. La la la. I think that one is there. Nope, there. Heck? That was not even on a shelf. There's the one we want right there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That doesn't look right. That looks, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, who cares? Gonna have to move all those down. Secret right here. Maybe not. Maybe no. That doesn't go there. And the door opens. Yay! And your Wringnecks secret private lair. Woo! So I want to get to the secret first. Over here.
To Wringneck to use powerful magical relics just to keep his ale cold.
Ale, yay! Okay, this is the frost sphere that those things outside needed. Gotcha. Okay, looks like that one just doesn't fit there. So it doesn't go there. Okay, and the last side is over here. This one here, no, there's no fight here. Alright, so for those who might have trouble, there is a sphere for this one. It's these stones here. They're on all the corners have one of these stones. And what you want to do is have the white color face facing the cornerstone opposite it. So if I come over here, I want this to have an eye on it. But that also means that if I've got an eye there, and there's an eye, so the glowing one here is an N, so that has to be an N. That, and so on. That's going to unlock this treasure area. And there are no secrets along here, so we don't have to worry about that. Like I said, this is not a heavy secret area. What's that one there? That one's an M. This ability will increase the rate at which your spells recharge. So for me, that can be a useful one because I rely on my wind spell charging quickly. So I would either sacrifice some range and replace it with recharge, so I recharge faster, or just leave it as it is so I can get more distant targets. Okay, so this spot is done. Now we can come down here to this door. Okay, so the trick I learned for this one, I learned from Man of the Ants, I should say, and he's where I first learned how to do this one. So I'll show you how to do it. First, reset everything, and that brings a ball back here. Okay, we have our ball. This ball, when electrified, opens that gate. What am I doing, duh? Okay. And we have another ball here. Now here's the kicker. You're going to find this lever. If you pull that lever, it's going to reset all the ball positions. So you really want to avoid that. Put it there. That will open the gate. Okay, now I need both of those balls here. The problem is that if I electrify that one, if I go in, I have to electrify that one to open the door to go get that one, but then the gate will close. Electrify that one to open the gate to come out here, but the minute I remove that stone or that ball, the gate closes again. So the secret is this. Come here. Hello. Hello. Many thanks to Man of Ants for that. Hello. Oops. Hello. Didn't get through fast enough. Okay, so we're gonna need that ball. here. This sphere activates that gate. That gate is held open by the sphere on the other side. That sphere on the other side is the one we have to put in the statue in the main room. The minute we take that out, that gate's going to close. So what we're going to do, another man advance one, is pass our hand through the gate and electrify that ball and then run out. There's also a treasure down here, so yay for that.
Dearest Knave, I know.
Okay. One ball for me. I'm going to line myself up, ready to go. So I'll put this here for safekeeping. Now I need 2 spheres here to get this door open, and I've only got the one. So I need to put this here, and I'll show you why. You see on the other side of this gate, there's another gate. This sphere opens that gate. See? Problem is that I've got to get all the way around there before it closes. So the route there is through here, up here, and then in. Now I've tried to get over here, and there's just no way. You can't do it to do things that way. So you got to do it the hard way. So what I do is I come up here, get turned around and ready. I am ready to boogie. I'm in. Yay! Ha ha ha. There is no reward here. No goodies. Now this lever you can pull. And we'll open this one. I'll take back my sphere. Thank you very much. Drop that one in there. And we're done. Oops. I love it when a plan comes together. Electric ball is smaller than a frost ball. For you! Boom, go. Open. Now, it's here. I think this is to the key. Yes. Alright, so things to know. First of all, the minute you touch that key, Crux is going to show up and he's going to take you back to the workshop whether you like it or not. So don't touch the key until you're ready to go. That's the first thing. The second thing is, in that corner there, you just saw a glint of it for a moment there. In that corner there is a secret cage. We want to get that cage and give it to Fergus before we go. Otherwise we'll have to come back and walk all the way through the dungeon and everything. So those are the things to know.
Two pieces now, and together their corruption grows stronger. Be wary. tower like this attracts danger, we will be more noticed from here on.
Yay!
Let's return to the workshop.
Oh, let's. Yay! So we completed that one. It's looking good. So the next one will be the Green Lady's Labyrinth. And let's see. Do I want to make any spell changes? No, I think I'm fine for now. And our little collection is growing. So thanks for joining. Again, please put a like on the video if it was helpful to you. Subscribe if you wish. And as I add more videos, you'll be notified. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.